Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful spoilers for the next 2 weeks suggest twists and bombshells. From July 21 to August 1, expect Ivy Forrester, Ashley Brewer, to take a stroll down memory lane. John Finn Finnegan, Tanner Novlin, will want answers from Grace Buckingham, Cassandra Creech. Plus, Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, has an Italian adventure. Before getting to the 2 weekers, let's begin with what's happening from July 21 to 25. Sheila gets permission to come to Bill Spencer's Don Diamond mansion. When she arrives, Sheila enters Liam Spencer's, Scott Clifton, room where he is recovering from brain surgery. Steffi Forrester Finnegan, Jacqueline McSinswood, sits by Liam's bed as Sheila shows off her most recent toe amputation. It seems Steffi could thaw toward Sheila. However, let's hope that Sheila doesn't go too far. Fans should also see Lee Finnegan, Naomi Matsuda, and her newest secret. 1 minute Lee insisted on staying with Luna after the operation. However, after Bridget Forrester, Ashley Jones, left, Luna died. It wasn't shown on screen, and based on Leigh's recent words to both Finn and an unconscious Luna, the good doctor likely faked another death. Everyone is thankful that Liam's brain tumor is gone. However, Finn wanted details and answers, which Bill couldn't provide. Finn's eyebrows arched up slightly when Bill claimed to not even know the doctor who performed the procedure. Finn will report this latest information to Bridget. That could have Finn and Bridget working together to find out the truth. Even if the operation was done off-site, it could somehow blow back on the hospital. This is especially true if Finn learns that Grace faked Liam's brain tumor. Meanwhile, Ivy walks down memory lane, which could feature Liam. During the week of July 28, expect to see some characters in Naples and Capri. Brooke will be there with Nick Marone, Jack Wagner. It seems that Nick plans on proposing as he has an engagement ring box. However, Ridge Forrester, Thorsten Kaye, won't be able to battle his draw to Brooke forever. Apparently, Brooke ends up falling into the ocean, which forces Ridge to save his destiny. If Bridgie reunites, then what does that mean for Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig? The next 2 weeks on The Bold and the Beautiful are bursting with intrigue, secrets, and a surprising overseas adventure that brings long-buried emotions back to life. From Ivy Forrester's haunting memories to Grace Buckingham finally facing the consequences of her scheming, and a whirlwind trip to Italy that may change the course of several lives, the drama is reaching a fever pitch. Here's what fans can expect in this juicy, action-packed 2-week spoiler breakdown. Ivy's return shakes the Forresters. When Ivy Forrester, Ashley Brewer, quietly returns to Los Angeles, she doesn't announce it with fanfare. Instead, she visits the Forrester mansion late at night, slipping through the shadows, overcome with emotion. She's been gone for years, but the memories hit her like a tsunami, particularly those surrounding Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton. While Ivy initially claims her return is purely for professional reasons, to pitch a new jewelry line for Forrester International, her haunted glances toward Liam tell a different story. Ivy's time in Australia hasn't dulled the memories of their passionate, if tumultuous, past. Hope Logan, Annika Noel, is the first to notice Ivy's lingering looks, and it doesn't take long before jealousy sparks. Hope has fought long and hard to build something stable with Liam again, but Ivy's reappearance could threaten that delicate balance. Grace faces the music. Grace Buckingham, Cassandra Creech, has spent months meddling in her daughter Paris' love life, and manipulating Luna's too. But now people are starting to talk. When Zen de Dylan de Metz finds a suspicious text from Grace on Luna's phone, one that seems to subtly suggest Luna keep quiet about a past incident, he brings it straight to RJ Forrester, Joshua Hoffman. RJ, already suspicious of how his relationship with Luna nearly unraveled over that mysterious drugged kiss with Zend, demands answers. A confrontation ensues in the Forrester design office, where Grace is ambushed by RJ, Zend, and an emotional Luna. Luna, initially defensive, is pushed to the brink. Finally, in a tearful confession, she admits that she believes her tea was tampered with, possibly drugged, on the night she ended up in Zen's bed. And she thinks Grace was involved. The confrontation leaves Grace shaken, but it's far from over. Steffi, Jacqueline Messinswood, catches wind of the drama and calls an emergency meeting with Ridge, Thorsten K. and Carter, Lawrence St. Victor. If Grace has been sabotaging company employees and risking lawsuits, she may be out for good. Bill has questions of his own. Bill Spencer, Don Diamond, is growing increasingly suspicious of Poppy's, Romy Park, strange behavior. She's been jumpy, especially when it comes to discussing Luna's paternity. While Bill has embraced the idea that Luna might be his daughter, he starts to wonder. What if there's more to the story? He hires a private investigator, quietly, and asks them to dig into Poppy's past. He wants to know who else was in her life during the time Luna would have been conceived. And the answer might shock everyone. A trip to Italy changes everything. In a surprising twist, Ridge announces that Forrester Creations is launching a new couture line at a Fashion Week event in Rome. He decides to take a team, Hope, Thomas, Matthew Atkinson, Ivy, and Zend, to represent the brand in Italy. Liam, as part of the Spencer press team, also tags along to cover the launch. It's not long before the cobbled streets of Rome bring out old emotions. Ivy and Liam end up seated together on the plane, and a turbulent scare leads to an unexpected moment. Ivy grabs Liam's hand and doesn't let go. Their closeness is undeniable, and Hope notices every second of it. Thomas, meanwhile, can't help but feel like an outsider again, as he watches Hope grow increasingly fixated on Liam's dynamic with Ivy. He tries to focus on the collection, but his old fears of being Plan B are reawakened. While in Rome, Ivy revisits the Trevi Fountain, a spot she and Liam once visited, and quietly makes a wish. What she doesn't know is that Liam follows her there and overhears her murmured confession. "I never stopped loving you." Grace's downfall begins. Back in LA, Grace's manipulations catch up with her. Carter, who once defended Grace out of respect for her professional history, finally confronts her with the company's concerns. He tells her she's been suspended pending a full investigation. But the worst is yet to come. Luna receives a letter from the hospital. Lab results have confirmed the presence of a sedative in her bloodstream on the night of her encounter with Zend. The evidence is mounting, and the only person with motive and access to Luna's tea is Grace. Perez, Diamond White, returns home from a conference just in time to witness the chaos. Horrified by what her mother may have done, she takes a stand, demanding Grace step away from both her personal life and her career until she clears her name. The Buckingham family is on the verge of collapse. Poppy's secret nears exposure. While Bill waits for his investigator's report, Poppy begins to unravel. She makes a cryptic phone call to someone from her past, demanding they stay out of sight and forget about Luna. The person on the other end? A man with a familiar voice. Could it be Jack Finnegan? Sheila, Kimberlyn Brown, ever the eavesdropper, catches part of Poppy's heated phone conversation while visiting Finn, Tanner Novlin. Sensing an opportunity, Sheila begins to dig. If she can uncover another family secret and use it to her advantage, she just might gain favor with her son again. Steffi and Finn struggle with trust. Meanwhile, Steffi and Finn are not on solid ground. The secrets surrounding Poppy, the continued tension with Sheila, and Finn's emotional distance since Luna's ordeal have left Steffi feeling isolated. Steffi opens up to Taylor, Krista Allen, who returns briefly for a check-in. Taylor encourages her daughter to fight for her marriage, but also to set firm boundaries. Steffi takes this advice to heart and demands Finn cut ties with Sheila permanently or risk losing his family. Italy ends with a bang. Ivy and Hope face off. The fashion show in Rome is a glowing success, with rave reviews for the new line. But behind the scenes, drama explodes. Hope corners Ivy in a backstage hallway and accuses her of trying to steal Liam. Ivy, tired of playing the polite ex-girlfriend, pushes back. She reminds Hope that Liam has a history of bouncing between women and that maybe he deserves a clean slate with someone who truly accepts all of him. The confrontation gets heated. Words are exchanged. Thomas walks in just as Hope, visibly shaken, turns away from Ivy and breaks down. He tries to console her, but the damage is done. Hope sees how easily Liam's head could be turned. Later that night, under the Italian stars, Ivy and Liam talk openly. She admits she's never been able to shake what they had, and that being around him again brings it all back. Liam doesn't pull away. In fact, he leans in. Will they kiss? As the next 2 weeks wrap up, fans are left with tantalizing questions. Will Liam betray Hope once again with Ivy and Grace escape the consequences of her actions, or is jail in her future? What dark secret is Poppy hiding about Luna's paternity? And will a phone call from Jack Finnegan change everything? One thing is certain. The Bold and the Beautiful is heating up in ways no one expected. With love triangles, family secrets, and transcontinental drama, the next few episodes will keep fans glued to their screens. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Bold and BEA YouTube GFUL UPDAT YouTube channel for more update news.